Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays for you in this one. We're talking World Cup games. We got 2 more banger games today. But first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and do that. Let's try to get to 30 likes in this video. And guys, happy July 4th to any of you guys celebrating. First off, before we even talk about the games, the picks, any of that stuff, we have got a VIP discount for you guys, and it's going to be code July4. If you guys go ahead and use code July4 on the winnable for only the week plan, I think it's available. Use code July4. You're going to get this for literally 90% off. So there's only 20 slots available on this. It will definitely sell out, but you get 90% off on this. It's going to cost you literally $5 to get on the VIP for the entire week. I just thought, it's July 4th. I'll do a little bit something special for you guys. A little bit of a quick, discount play for y'all. But yeah, we're talking World Cup picks in the Discord, esports picks. We got Underdog plays, PrizePicks plays, better plays, Chalkboard plays, whole bunch of stuff for you guys. Rebet, of course. And make sure you guys are going into the winnable. If you guys want to unlock this, the way you guys sign up on the winnable is super easy. All you got to do is hit the link down in the description or the comments of this video. It's winnable.com/bam. And then once you sign up right here, you can see people have been actually, greening out with us. It's super simple to get on the winnable. You subscribe to a plan. Use code July4 to get 90% off. Then you get the plays on your phone. Then you tail the picks. The way that I do it, honestly, it's much simpler. All you got to do is subscribe to the plan and then connect it with your Discord. And then once you're in the Discord, you can unlock all the picks in there. Also, when you're in the Discord, if you're on the VIP, you can unlock the VIP chat, which is where we talk about all this great stuff. Not only am I dropping good plays in here, we got some of the VIP members who are dropping in bangers in here as well. And then all my VIP picks are over on the side right over here. So you guys can lock in on the VIP. Literally 90% off. There's only 20 slots though, so make sure you go fast. Now, let's talk about the World Cup action we got today. We got Canada and Morocco. Morocco are pretty much the clear favorites in this one, and I do think they will advance, but maybe Canada, can surprise some of us. Maybe Canada can actually pull us to at least an extra time and make it interesting. So far, as I'm recording this, Australia, Egypt was an extra time, and Argentina, Cabo Verde was an extra time, and then I'm recording this halfway through the Colombia game. Who knows? That might go to extra time too. And then Paraguay, France, looking like a banger game too. Honestly, I really do like the way Paraguay plays, and watching France has just been an absolute pleasure. Like there's nothing I would rather do than watch a France game in this World Cup. It's just so amazing the way they play. Now, before we get into the picks, let's talk about the recap from the day before, because the YouTube slip, man, once again, I told y'all, and we were on point yet again. On point one more time. I told you guys, take Lionel Messi on the under. Everybody's like, wait. Why are we fading the GOAT? Everybody's like, wait. Lionel Messi on the under? This just doesn't process in my brain, right? When I see a star player, I hit the over because that's the way I play, right? I told you guys, that's just not the way, you don't always play that way. That's not the way it works, right? Some people are going to be mad. Some people are not going to understand it. But Lionel Messi on the under, even though he played literally every single minute of this game and it went into extra time, he still hit the under, guys. Great pick. Rodrigo de Paul, this looks like it was a very, very close pick. But guys, if you locked it in when I told you guys to lock it in, which everybody who joined up on the free Discord, which is the same Discord, but you can get it for free. I told you guys take it under at 85.5. I told you guys that super easy, and it would have been a sweat free cash like it was. It was literally that simple, but a lot of y'all didn't listen. Even if you took it here at 77.5, you still got the cash though. And as I'm recording this, Luis Diaz already got 2 shots and it's halftime. So I'm hoping he can go ahead and cash this out for us. It'd be kind of a miracle if he doesn't green out this. So I'm just going to go ahead a little bit early. Hopefully I don't jinx it and call this one a greened out YouTube slip. Now, let's talk about the rest of the stuff real quick. I'm just going to go over to the VIP things. A little bit of a decent day. Honestly, we copped 2 setups right here for, an esports game overnight and then an esports game earlier next morning. So looking good over there. But honestly, not great. Could definitely be better. And then on the World Cup Challenge, this is wrong. We did not go 0-2. I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. We missed both our Egypt plays, which they were long shot plays. Then we cashed out the Argentina one. So I guess we're down, 1.2 units here. And then, these games are still live, of course. We'll see how it goes in the Colombia game. We have the under at 2.5. But yeah, it's kind of sus, recapping the day before if I'm still midway through one of the more important games, but I'm trying to get this video out early for you guys, bro. What can I say? Now, make sure you guys are in the Discord. Like I said before, it's 100% free. And if you guys get this, image right here, 20 or, 50 emojis, I'm going to do a daily prop. So we'll see if you guys can do that. A little bit of an extra challenge for you guys. Daily prop. And we cashed out the daily prop here, or the prop here wasn't a daily prop. We cashed this one out with ease. So we will see what you guys think about that one. Now, let's get into the picks for today. We're starting off in obviously the World Cup tab. We're going to go over to the first game of the day and take See if I can find this guy right here. Yeah, okay. Luis Diaz is a goblin to hit 3.5 shots. So if he doesn't hit 3, man, I'm going to be absolutely pissed. We're taking Achraf Hakimi on the over at 2 shots. Absolutely also ignore the low balance. This is a separate PrizePicks account because don't even worry about it. It's a separate account. But yeah, Achraf Hakimi at 2 shots. Absolutely love this one on the over. Let's see exactly why we want this one on the over. Well, if you go to Props Edge right here, which is honestly a decent research tool that you guys can go ahead and use on your own. The reason we're taking this one on the over, if I can find the over right here. Okay. Yeah, the reason we're taking this one on the over, yeah, it looks like it's probably not, the best spot. He's missed this in a few games. But if we just look at what's happened in the last 5 against in the World Cup, man, he's been absolutely frying this line. He hit this 3 shots against Brazil in the first game, 2 shots against Scotland, 5 shots against Haiti on the 24th. Man, this man has been absolutely firing. And what's happening here is, number one, he's playing every single minute of every single game. He's a defender, obviously, which helps. He also plays at the literal best team in the world on the club, standpoint. PSG is by definitively the best team in the world right now. He's playing for them, easily started for them, obviously started for Morocco, playing every single minute, meaning that even if this is a close game or if it goes in extra time, right, he's going to be out there getting more shots, right? Hopefully getting more shots. Now, you might think, this is weird, right? Why are we taking the defender, right, the right back or the wing back on the over on shots when his line is literally the exact same as, an attacker for the opposing side, for Canada, or even Brahim Diaz, a midfielder for Morocco, right? What's going on right here? Well, Hakimi takes a ridiculous amount of shots. He also has this signature play where he just runs in kind of late on that right side, waits for a rolling ball, and just slams the ball towards the net. It's honestly pretty impressive, the amount of power he gets on it. I wish I could show you guys some clips here, but I can't pull them up right away. And the most important thing is he's not going to get subbed out, man. He's not going to get subbed out. If you look at what happens in a lot of these World Cup games, I'll just show you, for example, the Argentina one, right? What happens here is, look at this, right? Attacker getting subbed out. Look at the Cape Verde side, bro. Every single player that was not playing on the defensive or goalie end gets subbed out. All of them just get subbed out. This is honestly a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. No matter how good you're playing, if you get a goal, if you get an assist, if you got a 7.2 rating, you're getting bounced, bro. If you're on the attacking side, they expect you to be running a lot, which you will be doing, obviously, and they're going to sub you out to get some fresh legs up there because fresh legs actually is crazy on offense. Also, this was the guy who, the left back, scored that banger goal. That is actually insane. If you guys haven't seen the Cape Verde goal, bro, look up Lopez Cabral goal. Bro, yesterday, it was genuinely the goal of the tournament. Insane scenes from Cape Verde to pull level 2-2 with Argentina. But I'm getting sidetracked right here. The point is, he's not going to get subbed out. He's going to play all 90 minutes, and he does generate a lot of shots for this Morocco team. Additionally, if Canada can keep this one close, at least a 0-0 or even a 0-1, right? If Canada can keep this one close, Morocco will be continuing to fire and fire and fire. That's what happened against Haiti. Here, Morocco really wanted to win, and win by a lot in this game, and then Haiti went up by 1. And then Haiti went up again. I think it was 2-1 in that game after Morocco tied it up. So Morocco were attacking for a lot of the game, and they ended up hitting easily this prop of 2 shots. So I like this one a ton for Hakimi. I think at a bare minimum, we get the push at 2 shots exactly, which is not bad at all, right? I wouldn't complain about a push. But should be very, very good to at least get 2 shots, hoping for 3 or more, of course. Now, let's get into the France game. We're going over to passes attempted, and we're locking in Michael Olise on the over here at 55.5 passes, man. Absolutely love this spot for Olise. There are a ton of good plays for this man, but I think this one's probably the best. I actually think that Croatia, oh my God, not Croatia, Paraguay, I don't know why Croatia is in my mind. It's probably because of that stupid call from a couple nights ago. I think that Paraguay could at least hold this France team a little bit stronger than, any of the other teams that have played France. I guess that's the best way I should say that. Any of the other teams that have played France have held them, right? France has not faced much, defense, not faced much resistance at all this whole tournament. And that's probably what everybody's hating on France right now. That's their only talking point. That's their only point to their argument, is that France hasn't played anybody elite. So maybe when they play somebody elite, they'll be maybe a little shocked, maybe a little stunned. Maybe they'll lose the game, right? That's everybody who has any doubt in their mind of France winning the World Cup this year. That is their one talking point. France haven't played anybody elite. Maybe they get complacent. I don't really care. All we care about is making money in this case. And Paraguay, they are an elite defense. people will go and quote the 4-1 USA beating Paraguay. And sure, quote that all you want. For somebody who knows ball, and if you know ball out there on the other side of this camera, you know that was an anomaly. Paraguay are genuinely a top 15 to top 20 defense in the world. And if that sounds crazy to you, bro, go watch the tape, go look at the stats. They are genuinely that elite of a defense, and USA played a great game. Played a great game. Absolute blinder. Should have been 3-1. Honestly, 4-1 makes it look crazy because Reina scored that last second goal. It was definitely a 3-1 more than a 4-1. But still, USA played elite. Paraguay have looked very, very good defensively since then. If we look at how Paraguay have been playing in their defensive structure since USA beat them 4-1, well, look at what happened. 4-1 to USA Paraguay. Then they held Turkey to 0 goals. They held Australia to 0 goals. They held Germany, one of the best offenses, who scored 7 against Curacao. They held them to 1 goal in this case. Just 1 goal. Paraguay have looked really, really strong defensively. Now they go up against France, right? The toughest task in all the land. Is it going to be very easy? No. Is it even going to be close? Will they even potentially hold France to, 1 goal here, 2 goals here? Probably not, honestly. But I think they'll be able to hold France for a decent amount of time. I think that they could go into half feasibly sitting at a 0-0 draw. And that would be a huge win for Paraguay if they can get to the half 0-0. So what am I saying with all this? Why am I hyping up the Paraguay defense? How does this relate to the pick? Well, the reason this relates to the pick is simple. What we need is for Michael Olise to be very involved in the attack. And if he's very involved in the attack, if he's one of the players who's out there, consistently receiving the ball, trying to break down the defense, but Paraguay is just fully defending, locked up in there, well, he's going to get a lot of passes. And he's also been super impactful for them just this all tournament long, right? He hasn't hit against Norway or Iraq. Norway was a ridiculously easy game for them because Norway was playing their B team. Iraq was a super weird game because it paused for like 2 hours and then came back because of the ridiculous thunderstorm that was going on. So I don't really count that one either. Obviously didn't play the entire game then. But Senegal, super important game. Sweden, very, very important game in this case. And I do like this one a ton for Michael Olise, right? You can see what happened here. Against Iraq, he only played 68 minutes, but then boom, 90 minutes against Senegal, right? So it all matters about how many minutes he's playing. And if this one is a close game, you better believe they're keeping him in there, man. He has not gotten any goals so far this tournament, but has like 5 assists or something ridiculous like that. So I love him to get in there, get involved, and get a lot of passes in this one. Now for the last one, we're basically correlating that with what we just took, which is the France offense to cook the Paraguay defense. And yeah, I know I just said the Paraguay defense was elite. I can continue to say that and I continue to believe that. But if the Paraguay defense is a top 15 or a top 10 defense, bro, the France offense is number 1. Top 1 bar none. The France offense is generally out of this world. Like there's a reason they've got a 35% chance already to win the entire tournament, and it's only the round of 16. There's a reason they're that heavy favorites. They look unreal right now. I would genuinely be shocked if anybody beats France right now. I'm about to put a ticket on them to win, like the whole thing. Like seriously, it's happening. France is going to win this World Cup. But point being, we're taking Orlando Gill in the under on fantasy score. Nothing against my man Gill. He's played elite recently, but this line's too high, bro. I know he's had great games. Turkey, Australia, Germany, right? Top 20 attack, top 35 attack in the world, top 10 attack in the world. This is top 1, bro. It's different stuff. And let's talk about exactly what goes into this fantasy score, because a lot of people just click on fantasy score purely based off of the last 5. That's all they base it off of, which is, I guess fair enough. But like, you want to see what's actually going into this, click on the scoring chart and we will be able to see what's happening here. He starts off with 5, right? Kind of like fantasy football. Your defense starts off with a certain amount of points in some leagues, at least. And then 2 for every save, -2 for every goal, and 5 for a clean sheet. You can basically just knock off the 5 for a clean sheet, bro. He's not keeping a clean sheet against France. They're gonna get a goal, right? And I expect him to score a few goals here. If he gets 10, what would that look like, right? He starts off with 5, sure. So he needs to get at least 3 saves and 0 goals conceded, right? That's not happening, right? So at least 4 saves and 1 goal conceded. That's not happening in my eyes, right? What I see here is for him to, at best, right, get out there with 5 saves, right? At best, he gets with 5 saves. But France is likely going to score 2 goals in them, right? So in that case, he will barely hit the over. That's at best he gets 5 saves, and at worst, France gets 2 goals. Most likely, he's going to get around 4 saves and France is going to get around 3 goals. In that case, he's going to end, he's going to start with 5, right? No, 4 by 2, 3 by -2. He's going to end with minus or with +7, right? At best. 9.5 here is just frankly too high because every goal that gets put in cancels out one of his saves. And the saves that he's projected are around 4 or 4.5. And France could seriously, real talk, put 3 or 4 goals past him and not even blink. So I like this one a ton for Orlando Gill. Nothing against him personally, man. He's just going up against literally the best offense in the world, maybe even the best offense we've ever seen in a World Cup. And that's not even glazed. This France team is just ridiculously overpowered right now. So yeah, Dembele, Olise, Mbappe, like just that on its own, like just, we don't want to see that ever, bro. We don't want to see that ever. And I'm so grateful they don't play on the same club team because they would win everything. They would, offensively, they would be an absolute superpower. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, man. I'm not going to keep talking about this game because I love soccer. I could talk about it for literally hours. But yeah, Hakimi over 2 shots, Olise over 55 passes, time to Gill under on fantasy score. And if you want to get on the VIP, bro, not 7. I was going to say July 7, bro. July 4, we got a sale. Use code July 4 on the week pass. Use code July 4 right here on the week pass, and you'll get it in for literally $4.70. Also, I got a bonus play for France versus Paraguay. Should have showed this at the beginning. This is a bonus play, one of my favorite plays for France-Paraguay. If you want to get this one, bro, the VIP members already got it. So lock in, hit that like button, join up on the VIP, and I'll catch you in the next one. Let's make some money.